Patrick Byrne, the CEO of Overstock.com, which does accept Bitcoin payments for products. Patrick Byrne made an announcement at the Bitcoin in the Beltway conference in Washington, D.C., and said that he will be donating 3% of the Bitcoin profits he gets in revenue. He'll be donating 3% to spreading Bitcoin adoption and awareness throughout society. So, do you think that's a pretty positive development from Overstock?
Yeah, I think that's a really great thing for Overstock to do, especially because they make a pretty good bit of profit in Bitcoin.
Uh huh.
Um, they started accepting Bitcoin at the beginning of 2014, and by March, they made 1.6 million in Bitcoin. And
Dang, that's just
the
in
company
Bitcoin revenue.
themselves, they're yeah, just in Bitcoin.
Dang,
And Overstock themselves have projected that by the end of 2014 they're gonna make 10 million in Bitcoin.
very nice.
But when I posted this article on Reddit, there was people, of course, who said it was a terrible idea and it wouldn't help at all. But they actually did make a pretty good point. And I don't because this is what Overstock says. Overstock
Uh
says
huh.
they're going to make 10 million by the end of 2014. But I don't know of any reports that have came out on their Bitcoin profits since March. So their Bitcoin sales could be slowing down.
Yeah.
And there's a chance that they might not make anywhere near 10 million. Um,
Yeah.
but if they do make $10 million in Bitcoin by the end of 2014, that's going to be $300,000 that they donate to Bitcoin awareness groups. So that's a pretty substantial amount of money.
Mm.
And I think these advocacy groups are going to be able to do a lot with it. And and if they if the price hits the moon between now and the
And the
end
end
of
of 2014.
2014,
Yeah.
that 3% is going to be worth a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So even if the numbers aren't significant, at least it was a good idea,
It is a good idea. Yeah.
and it shows really good intentions. Patrick Byrne really cares about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He's doing this in addition to keeping 10% of Bitcoin profits instead of converting them to dollars.
Yeah. He holds it. He actually
And
likes holding it.
yeah, he owns several million dollars worth of Bitcoin himself in his personal accounts, funds. And also, he said that he was going to be expanding Bitcoin acceptance to the international market. So I didn't know this, but right now it's only you can only use Bitcoin with Overstock if you're in the U.S. But
Oh.
Burns said that he's going to be expanding that to his international customers. So it's really good news, even if the numbers end up being insignificant.
Yeah. Okay. So, I've got a couple questions about this. Did he mention like what specific organizations he would be donating the 3% to, or did he just say in general, like I'm going to use it to spread adoption? Like, did he say that he's going to give it to the Bitcoin Foundation or any other specific group or something?
He said he was going to give it to Bitcoin advocacy groups. So I'm assuming he's gonna pick, like two or three out and distribute the 3% between those couple groups.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So that is a good idea. That's a very good idea. It's debatable how much of an impact it'll have, and that's a fair argument to have about how much difference can it really make. Especially, it depends on who he gives the money to.
hmm
Um,
I hope not the Bitcoin Foundation. I really hate the Bitcoin Foundation.
yeah, that's another can of worms right there.
Yeah.